You are listening to Larry Conners, USA.
You want answers?
I think I'm entitled.
You want answers?
I want the truth!
You can't handle the truth.
This is Larry Conners USA. Larry Conners USA.
The border is secure. The border is closed. We've been unequivocal in that, and we are operationalizing our processes, executing our plans. We are a nation of laws, and we treat vulnerable children humanely. We can do it, and we are doing it.
Well, those are the words of Alexandria Mayorkas, our Department of Homeland Security Secretary. This is March 22nd, 2021. Now, Mayorkas appearing on the Chris Wallace program over the weekend. And they got into a pretty good challenge back and forth, and I'm going to have to give credit to Chris Wallace for how he handled it. He did not let him off the hook. You're going to hear that a little bit later. But the main point he's saying again is that we have everything under control. We have everything under control. Here's where we have been now for days and days as thousands continue to come across the border illegally. It's crisis. It's a chaos, any of those words, but those are not the words the Democrats want to use, not in the Biden administration. They want words like a challenge. It's a challenge. You know, it's not that big of a deal. And yet they had to activate FEMA, the Federal Emergency Management Association, to go down and start helping care for many of those at the border. Because the local towns couldn't do it. They don't have any way to do it. They don't have any help at all. Even Mayorkas asked members of the Department of Homeland Security to volunteer to go down there. Are they going to get paid while they're down there? Do you think they'd really volunteer? I'm not sure where that goes, but the bottom line is they are trying to sanitize this entire story. And the other key, no pictures. No pictures, no reporting. Not at least with any cooperation from the Biden administration. And Biden was asked, when are you going to go to the border? And if so, when? His answer, kind of noncommittal. You know, I'm aware of things. I've seen the pictures that were brought back by my team. I know what's going on. He has no idea what's going on. And it's getting to the point where even members of the left are beginning to turn on Biden because we're not seeing, quote, transparency, which he promised we would see in this administration. I'm looking at a piece written here that says that the left, this is the Daily Beast, by the way, starting to turn on Biden over a lack of transparency regarding the crisis along the Mexican border. Other liberals are peeved that he hasn't conducted a formal press conference for 2 months. Well, a veteran White House correspondent is quoted by the Daily Beast, and again, this is one who anonymously wanted to trash the Biden administration for not holding a press conference. He said, it's a problem. Who are we kidding here? More than 2 months without a press conference? Come on. Well, more than that, of course. He's not dealing with what's at the border. They want to tell you that we've got it under control. We've taken care of it. Let me give you something to consider. According to the Border Patrol is stating that last month, the cartels running the smuggling rings, both for human and drugs, because they're mixing them in, they estimate they were making $14 million a day. The Biden administration basically helping fund the drug cartels. And the human trafficking, a major issue. And some of those who pay thousands to be brought by the coyotes across our border, or at least to the edge where then they walk across, sometimes they're still owing money. They work off some of the money by carrying drugs in, and hopefully they don't get caught with it. The other way is once they're inside the U.S., if they get to stay, they are under rules of slavery, indented servitude. You think slavery is gone in this country? Liberals, I think you need to be stepping up and making some noise over it, because right now we are having an increase in slavery every day with these illegals coming across because they are indebted to those who got them here, and they will have to pay it off. We're going to get into that in more detail. Also, Gordon G. Chang is going to join us, an expert on China and U.S. relations. The frosty meeting that took place in Alaska last week as we began diplomatic talks. On one hand, I thought, that Blinken, our Secretary of State, did a pretty good job. But those who know really how this diplomacy should be played out say he failed on several points. And China, they're ecstatic. They think, once again, they have the upper hand. And Gordon Chang may well agree. I think you want to hear his points. That'll be coming up also over the next 2 hours. Let your friends and family know we're on the air. Lock and load. Ready on the right.
You can email Larry at LarryConnersUSA@gmail.com. LarryConnersUSA@gmail.com.